Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Salutation to the hopeful elect, you guys may be saved, and hopefully through the grace of Yahweh Shema Shai, you may be sealed. This is your brother Marco Warrior from the branch of Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson, man. And this is gonna be like a brief. I ain't gonna say a review, but I was seeing this movie trailer popped up, and I looked into it, and I'm like, it looked a little crazy. So I'm gonna do a little lesson on it, man. It's called "Is God Is," and basically, like the premise of the film is about these two twin sisters. They're going on a revenge quest to kill, to basically kill their father. And it was commanded to them by their dying mother, man, and like. I'm gonna just look. I'm gonna just show you like the little tagline: "Make your dead dead, real dead," and it's called "Is God Is," man. And you could tell this is a narrative just being pushed because, like, obviously, like, hey, man, we as being the Israelite man and this truth, man, you gonna be the number one hated, especially by your own women, man. And it's been the same MO since day one. Since the beginning of time, and I'm gonna bring out a couple precepts, and we just gonna get into it, man. But this is Isaiah 3:12, and it reads, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths." And that's whoever made this movie, man. Because it's saying, as for my people, us being the children of Israel, children are their oppressors. And it got the two twin sisters. What they going to do, man? They going to go kill their father. It looked like they was badly burned, and he probably caused those burnings. But it says, you're supposed to honor your mother and father, man. You ain't, I'm gonna get that right now since I said it. Honor thy mother and father. Oh, it's not popping up. Salaki. I don't know. I mean, I could just go to Exodus. Salaki, it's not. It don't want to pop up. Okay. I'm gonna get this instead. It's like I couldn't find another one, but this is Exodus 21:17, and he that curseth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. And it says he that curseth cursing meaning like basically putting saying that's not actual cursing, but putting wishing bad upon them, and just to make sure. Let me make sure. To be swift, to be trifling, to be slight. To appear trifling, to be insignificant, to make light, to treat with contempt, bring dishonor. And that's what they doing. They finna kill their father, man. That's bringing dishonor to your family, man. Yeah, that was your mother's last dying wish, but at the end of the day, that's both. You got two parents for a reason. That's your father at the end of the day. And just that being a message to young black women, to just that you don't see that in these other nations. You don't see the Edomites having a revenge tale on how to a revenge tale on killing their father. You don't see that. But with Jake, they push all that type of stuff on Jake to for us to be against each other, man. From the curses on Deuteronomy 28 to have us all against each other. This is Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as a mire of the streets. And man, hey, it's like, man, it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, you gotta remember, man, these people, these people are our enemy, but man, mainly, man, shoot, the Israelite woman is our enemy, man. They over here and sold out for the bag, then doing they can to appease Esau, Edom. They shame gonna cover them, You know, especially the ones that's against you. So you know, you Israelite man. You know, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, the ones that's in this truth, the women that's been with y'all and that's been turned against y'all. You know, hey, it's gonna be bad for them out here. And that's even for the women that turned against they men that's not in the truth, man. Because you know, in that Isaiah calls them all to err and destroy thy paths. This is just a whole nother stumbling block onto, you know, unto they all that's all they want to do is cause confusion, you know, and they trying to cause confusion and make sure Jake just goes off, man. And how you notice, you know, this is all Esau Edom's doing because it's the same thing that they were doing from the beginning. You know, I'm finna get this Genesis, and it shows you they had the same blueprint. Cause what do they do when they can't come to us? What do? They go straight to our women. You know, and you could tell. Look, they made it an all women cast. They got two twin sisters and the mother. You know, two twin sisters and the mother. So that just shows you that they going for a specific, you know, group of people. Actually a specific gender. You know, this is you know, that's their agenda. You know, this is Genesis 3:13. And the Lord Yahweh, Yahweh power said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me and I did eat. And that's what Esau Edom is, you know, doing, you know, because they the serpent. They that old serpent in Revelations, man. And we're going to look up that word beguiled because that word holds weight still to this day. To deceive, man. And look what they doing. They deceiving our people, but they mainly deceiving our women because our women are sold out for this bag. And like, I be just looking at just not even just this movie, but just how women, how the Israelite women be looking at Jake on social media. They've been deceived to make it seem like we are the worst thing on the entire planet, on planet Earth, man. If you was an Israelite man, a so-called, especially a so-called black man, a Latino man, or a Native American man, you are enemy number one in the eyes of these women. And they'll look just like you, but they will think they'll think the white man is pure. They will think you the most evil thing known to man. When they the ones when the reason we in this predicament, the reason why they hate you is because of him. How is it you let this man trick you? How is it you let this man trick you into believing that I'm the enemy? When we ain't did nothing but protect y'all and take care of y'all since the beginning of time, man. And man, and since day one, Jake loved they women, man. Jake never wanted nothing bad happen to they women. But shoot, but if you going off like this and why would I want to be with somebody that get deceived like that, man? You know, and also it's all through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, but it still hurt. Jake don't want to see they women go astray. But this movie is just another thing that they didn't put as a stumbling block on us, man. But we gotta remember, man, that was part of the curses, man. You know, these are all part of the curses. Let me see. I had this on deck. Oh yeah. You know this is how we know we living in new times, man. This is Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh have created a new thing on the earth, and women shall compass a man. And that's the thing. These women, the reason why these women feel this way is because Esau Edom has allowed them to think they better than you or over you because they can now have jobs, they got money, they got a little bit of status, they can travel now because back then they wasn't able to travel. So now they think because they got these little trinkets and these little accessories and things of that nature, prizes that Esau Edom done gave them, they think they better than you, man. And all that stuff is coming to a hope, man. That Micah 7 and 10 finna happen, man. They finna be trotting down like a mire in the street, man. Esau Edom, hey, it's finna come down with that great wrath because they gonna show you who the real villain is. You women think you so-called Negro women, you so-called Israelite women, you Israelite women, not so-called, but you Israelite women, Salakia. Y'all be pointing the finger at Jake, at Israelite men, thinking they the problem. When in fact, we in the same predicament as you, and the ones that put you in that predicament, you put them on a higher pedestal than us. They the ones that did this stuff to you. They the ones that did all the fucked up shit to you. When you think of an evil person, you think of you put our face to their actions, which is crazy, man. Because they shown nothing. They shown nothing. But throughout history to be wicked, you know. But hey, yeah, they shown nothing, but they gonna be wicked, man. This that you know that's. Just, but y'all gonna fall for it, man. You know. Hold on, I got another precept. I think that was let me go to the curses because it was. Hold on, where is it at? Okay, yeah, here we go. This is dead. It was this Deuteronomy 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. And that is a heavy curse in Jake, man, because not only, man, obviously, yeah, I'm bringing out that they didn't, they have that evil and that evil eye towards, you know, the men, the males in their family, they sons and they husbands and they fathers, but then they end up envying their daughters, man, or they grandma, like they envy them, which is that shouldn't even be a thing, man, and that shows you that the curses, man, because that goes back to the movie. He got they got that evil towards their father. Hey, man, and obviously, I'm pretty sure in the movie it said they father burnt them or at least scarred them when they were young. You just gotta let that go. At the end of the day, man, you gotta let that go, man. If you waiting until your mother's deathbed, and that's the last thing you do. So your one mother is already passing away. You gonna take away your other parent, man. That's wicked, man. I'm gonna end it right there. Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash, that belongs unto the elders and apostles from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, you guys may be saved, and hopefully through the grace of Yahweh, Bahashem, Al Shai, you may be sealed. With that, I'd like to say, stay prayed up. We almost up out of here. Shalom and a Baba Ball.